am the Irish guy, and if I was the agent of Gareth Bale, I would be forcibly sick on my lap. Honestly, I'd have to spend about 20 minutes wiping up vomit consisting of half-digested shreddies and a dog food toasty, because these transfer rumours are bordering on insult. I thought it was just the Spanish press who enjoyed writing about Bale as if he was some two-headed monster off Lord of the Rings. But lately, what I've seen in the British papers, you are talking about this man as if he's some 75-year-old pensioner who needs his bed. You know, someone who wakes up 4 times a night to piss in the sink. Right now, Gareth Bale's contract is up at Real Madrid, and apparently the favourite for his signature is Cardiff City. Is this a joke? This is a 32-year-old off the back of winning 5 Champions Leagues. 3 years ago, he was the first player on the planet Earth to be offered wages of £1 million a week. I mean, admittedly by some Chinese club who nearly went bust. Their accountants probably at the same level of IQ as those monsters of I Am Legend, but still, Bale is one of the greatest footballers of the 21st century. And at 32, his agent is getting phone calls from Swansea and Cardiff. Oh, sorry, didn't realise this was Robbie Savage on one knee. No, I thought this was a guy with over 100 goals for Real Madrid. I have nothing against Cardiff City as a club, but if Gareth Bale winds up there at age 33, I will actually eat my own vomit out of a cereal box. This man deserves respectful offers this summer, because after such a turbulent, toxic relationship in Spain, I think asking him if he wants to join a team who finishes 18th in the championship, I'd feel like asking Channing Tatum if he wants to go on a date with your cousin, whose face looks like the stomach of an orc. You know, that lonely, chubby woman who works in a comic book shop and was in the papers because she officially got married to a Twilight book. Last autumn, Cardiff City had Mick McCarthy in charge and took 1 point from 10 straight championship matches. Their Welsh rival Swansea weren't even that good last season, and yet still stuck 7 goals past them without reply. 7! Bale has played under some of the greatest managers on planet Earth. I'm sorry, listening to football advice from Steve Morrison, it's like Tom Cruise taking acting advice from one of the extras in EastEnders. I realise that Bale needs a new club to keep fit for the World Cup, but stop acting like this man has got the club ambition of a pooey sponge. I mean, let's get it right. Bale is not going to find any club in Europe willing to match his €700,000 a week wage at Madrid. But I mean, obviously not. That'd be like Pierce Brosnan hoping to get cast as the next James Bond. No, you're more likely to get offered a Disney film playing the role of Santa Claus. But Cardiff's highest earner is Leandro Bacuna on £27,000 a week. What are you gonna do? Give Bale wages of 40 grand a week? Yes, he's a multi-millionaire, and no, he wouldn't exactly need to start rifling through the bins outside TK Maxx. No, he wouldn't be forced to feed his kids leftover hamburgers scraped off the road outside McDonald's. But still, why should he have to take a pay cut of 84%? And this is a club who can't spend money. They've got debts of over £109 million. I'm sorry, but the last thing you should be doing is eyeing up Gareth Bale. I mean, it's like a bored shopaholic wife who racks up £30,000 of credit card debt, forcing her husband to work 3 jobs and sell his liver on eBay. So don't then start rifling through the Argos catalogue at 3 AM. I mean, do anything else. Break off your finger with a spoon if you have to. Cardiff City have no business even poking Bale on Facebook. Listen, if Cardiff had just been promoted to the Premier League, then I can see some logic, but they're not even close. Last season, after September, they were never higher in the championship than 17th. That is utter poison. I'm sorry, but if next season I'm watching Gareth Bale getting beat on a pitch in Sunderland, desperately flinging in crosses for Isaac Cassell, I'll be very annoyed. They weren't even his boyhood club. He supported Arsenal as a kid. I mean, who else? Swansea City are linked with Bale. Oh great, joining a team who just conceded 10 goals more than Blackpool. I'm sorry, but Gareth Bale should not be signing for any team who just conceded nearly 70 goals in the second tier. They didn't win any of the last 6 games of the season, and they conceded 4 or more 6 times this season. Russell Martin clearly has the defensive tactics of a chewed up sock. Again, no, Bale does not need to be preparing for the World Cup, distracted about whether or not he's going to get relegated to League 1. He does not need that headache on his CV. He does not need to be warming up for Qatar, being surrounded by teammates losing 5-0 at home to Birmingham. I mean, this man wants fitness out of the World Cup. Fine, go to the gym. Don't lower yourself to the standard of the championship. I mean, this is a man who spent the peak years of his career playing for a club who demanded the highest standards. But suddenly, being allowed to be the star man by far, by an interplanetary distance, oh no, he doesn't need that. He doesn't need half the dressing room begging him for selfies to stick on Instagram. This is a guy who could rock up at Swansea and choose to skip a week's worth of training to just do barbecues and golf on his lawn. I mean, all he would have to do is just half fake a sneeze down the phone, and Russell Martin is not going to challenge him. I mean, this is a man who's going to be playing England at a World Cup in November. So you're going to prepare for that by practicing against left backs for Rotherham, Wigan and Stoke. I mean, that's like a junior surgeon preparing for his medical clinical exams, but not by doing revision, no. But instead, just spending an afternoon watching Scrubs. Have fun sewing that old lady's kidney to her face. I mean, he's also linked with the move to Nottingham Forest. Oh, I'm sorry, is this 2009? Yes, that was always a cute little story about how Harry Redknapp nearly gave up on his left-back curse and nearly bid him to Forest in 2009. Yes, but can we stop trying to make this move a reality? No, he's not going to move to them now. Not now that he's made it. No, it's like asking Gary Barlow if he wants to get back in touch with that weird goth who asked him out when he was 14. No, he'd probably sooner bite off his hand. I mean, where would he play? I suppose in the number 10 role, pulling strings for Brennan Johnson and Keenan Davis up front. But again, he deserves better than a relegation scrap. I'm sorry, but I just find it alien from my eyes that next season I could be watching a Brentford versus Nottingham Forest relegation 6-pointer with both Christian Eriksen and Gareth Bale on the pitch. I mean, it's like turning up to see some amateur karaoke night down the local pub featuring a bunch of old grannies from Blackpool. Oh yeah, and Kylie Minogue forced to wail an off-key rendition of a Spice Girls song before immediately begging the audience for cash so she can afford some Botox to pump into her face. It's all just a bit degrading. I mean, apparently Southampton are interested in making a move. Okay, we're getting warmer here, but even still. They also ended last season playing like a bunch of men who'd just been fed a pre-match meal of chicken wings and ear medicine for cats. One win from their final 12 games. Yeah, it would be nice. A cute little homecoming for a teenage wonder kid who they had in 2006. But ask Theo Walcott what his big Southampton homecoming has been like. I think he'll tell you it's about as much fun as ironing his own tongue. I know last season at Real Madrid is an injury-hit nightmare, but the year before, wasn't he really a failure back on loan at Tottenham? Because last I checked, he weighed in with 16 goals. And considering he was only allowed to play 90 minutes once, in an FA Cup trip to Wickham, I think that's a pretty good return. I mean, he was only 4 goals off a 20-goal season. That's amazing. Gareth Bale should have offers from all across Europe. I realise the inn is full of PSG, but why are Serie A clubs not taking a look at him? Players of Inter Milan were personally traumatised by Bale in 2010, to the point where they immediately stuck in a £40 million bid. Why not replace Alexis Sanchez with him? A centre-forward pairing of the pace and trickery of Lautaro Martinez and the technique, strength and brain of Gareth Bale? Am I the only one who thinks those two would eat Serie A for tea? But if you do decide to bring in Paulo Dybala on a free and bring in Romelu Lukaku on loan, then fine, just stick Bale at left wing back.
Oh, he's too old to play that role!
Oh, yeah. Inter Milan's last 2 left wing backs, Ivan Perisic and Ashley Young. Both men older than Bale. Right, well, Gareth Bale whipping in crosses for Romelu Lukaku. I'm almost drooling out the side of my mouth. If not Inter, why not AC Milan? Many clubs will complain about Bale being too old. Oh yeah, AC Milan's highest earner is 8 years older than him. Olivier Giroud is 35 and still banged in 14 last season. Why not a move to either Milan club? It's Champions League football and setting yourself a challenge of trying to win a league title outside of Spain. Both of them huge iconic clubs, and the pace of Serie A is going to be easier on your hamstrings. I mean, why not Juventus? He's a global name on a free transfer. Isn't that sort of your thing? I mean, right now you're sniffing around Angel Di Maria and Marco Arnautovic. Again, both players older than Bale. And one other club who I think Bale should join, Manchester United. What? Don't give me that look! Right now, Erik ten Hag is looking to prioritise someone who couldn't get into Everton's midfield. Oh yeah, and a 30-year-old playmaker from Brentford. Don't tell me you're above signing Gareth Bale. And this is a club who'd be sniffing around Bale his entire adult life. This is a club we're failing with a bit to buy him in 2006, and then again in 2013, and then again in 2017. You've now got the chance to sign him on a free. Just take it. I mean, people say Cristiano Ronaldo and Gareth Bale could never play together. During their time as teammates, they both scored a combined 337 goals, lifting 4 Champions Leagues. Bale provided Ronaldo with 32 assists. Only Karim Benzema has stopped Ronaldo for more goals in his career. A front three of Gareth Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo and Jadon Sancho. To me, that makes sense. And rebuilding your twilight years in the Premier League for a monster club. I mean, make no mistake about it, we're not for Real Madrid. This man would have left Tottenham for Old Trafford in 2013. This is your chance to play for both massive clubs in your career. Just tick both off your career bucket list. Someone tell me, why not?
Anyway, that's what do you think? Where should Gareth Bale go? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe as always. I'll talk to you in a while.